Hi, I'm David Thomas, and I'm really excited to be able to show you exactly how much time you could save when putting together keyword-targeted marketing campaigns with Keyword Transformer Professional Edition. First of all, if you have a look at this interface, you can see that there are not many controls, and it's really very easy to use, yet it's an extremely powerful tool, as I'm about to demonstrate. Okay, so let's say you start with a list of keywords that contains phrases with matching symbols already used. Some of the phrases may be duplicated, and some of the phrases may have two spaces running together in them. The Keyword Transformer will clean up these lists for you automatically. If I just click on Apply Transform, Keyword Transformer cleans up the list and sends a cleaned up list to the output window. Now, if I wanted my output list to consist solely of exact matched versions of phrases, I just select that option, click Apply Transform, and that's what I get. If I want it to consist solely of broad match and phrase match versions of phrases, I click on those options, click on Apply Transform, and that's what I get. If I want all three types, I get that. I get exactly the list built up the way I want it built. By the way, if I click Apply and Copy, the list will be automatically copied to the Windows clipboard, ready for me to paste into my AdWords campaign. Now, if you have a look at one of these phrases, you can see that a word appears twice, side by side. This can be quite commonly seen if you've produced a list with Keywords Analyzer, for example. If I select the Remove Adjacent Duplicated Words feature, and then construct my output, you will see that the word appears only once in the phrase in the output. Now, I'm going to switch to using one phrase only, so that you can easily see the results of applying transforms. The Removed Spaces option gives you every possible combination of missing spaces from each phrase in the output. The left-right QWERTY keyboard proximity errors gives you every combination where a single letter or a run of the same letter is mistyped with the key immediately to the left or right of the desired key. The All Other QWERTY keyboard proximity errors function gives you all of the other misspellings where the adjacent key is on the row immediately above or below the letter. Duplicated characters gives you every possible way that one single letter from your input phrase was duplicated. Missed characters gives you every possibility for a single missed letter from your input phrases. And swapped characters gives you every possibility for adjacent characters that were entered in the wrong order. You can combine these transforms as you desire and produce whatever length keyword list you want. Now, let's say I'm using phrases related to credit rating help, for example. I want to include all types of misspellings. And there's my list. But you can see that the word hell appears in the output list. Now I don't want that to appear, so if I just enter hell into the word exclusion list and then click on Apply Transform, it's automatically excluded any phrase that contains the word hell, and I can view the list of excluded keywords by just clicking on this button here, and you can see it also appears in the yellow background just to remind you that it is the list of excluded keywords. Sometimes there are situations where you've built up a keyword list from your research program, such as this excerpt from one that came out of a search for a credit card in Keywords Analyzer, and some of them are very useful, but others are too long, they contain too many words sometimes. And these phrases are often phrases that are extremely unlikely to be searched for. If you would like to include only the shorter phrases in your list, you can easily specify a limit. Now, let's say we want to specify a limit of 4 words. If we click on Apply Transform, only the phrases that have up to 4 words appear in the output keyword list. By the way, if you maximize this window, you get a lot more space to see and edit your keywords. I can't do it here because of the limitations of this video. As you can see, we have basic text editing facilities available. I won't go into these as they're basically the same as you get with a standard text editor such as Notepad. Now let's have a look at some of the more powerful features. Let's say you're putting together a marketing campaign for a product on the Commission Junction affiliate network, and you want to find out exactly which keywords result in sales. With Keyword Transformer, it's easy. Commission Junction has a parameter called a shopper ID that lends itself to this purpose. First of all, you click on Add URL. You indicate your URL at the top of the window here, and Commission Junction has the shopper ID, which is a query parameter. Now you add $SID equals at the top here. Then you'd specify how you want your keywords represented in terms of their case, how spaces would be represented, how broad match, phrase match and exact match are indicated in the keyword. If there's a limit to the length of the field, you can specify it here. In this case it's 64 characters. And if anything appears after the phrase in the URL, you add it here. And if I click on OK and Apply Transform, you can see that we've got the keywords. Let's just add some additional matches. We've got the keywords listed with explicit URLs for each keyword, and this is in the format that you would apply to. It's ready to be applied to your AdWords account. Now let's say you had a long list of keywords and you wanted all of the basic variations, but to do so would produce a huge list. You can write one file per phrase using this feature. Now I'll just select some options here so that the lists will actually contain something. But if I click on Write Phrase Files, and then I'll make a new folder for myself, I'll call it Test. This will actually go ahead and create files for each input keyword, and they will contain the phrases and the transformations that I've asked it to apply, and it'll contain every single one. And you can see it's written 1371 lines there. Now okay, that would be a fairly short task for Keyword Transformer to do, and it would eventually appear in this window. But if you had tens or even hundreds of keywords in the input list, that is the feature to use, and it will give you a nice set of files that contain each keyword. They're ASCII text files with a .txt extension, and they're all suitable for copying into Notepad and directly pasting into your AdWords campaigns. What about keyword combinations? If you have lots of related phrases that you would like to use, then Keyword Transformer can help you build the lists by using its combine feature. If I simply enter my keywords here, for example, let's say some brand names go in here, some synonyms for the product go in here, and some product types go in here, and then I click on Create Input Keyword List, you can see that it's created every single combination of the input keywords for each possible variation that I wanted specified. So that will create your keyword list for you. Keyword Transformer can do permutations as well. This is where the keywords in a specific phrase are jumbled in each and every possible way. So I'll just demonstrate that. If I click on Keyword Permutations, click on Apply Transform, now you can see that the input keyword has had every possible way of arranging each word put into a separate phrase in the output list. There's 4 words in the single input phrase, and you can see it's produced 24 combinations here. And that's very useful for typical results from keyword research tools, which often have the keywords the wrong way round. Well, I hope you've gained an insight into exactly how powerful Keyword Transformer is and how much time it can save you. Thanks for watching.